What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the certifiably suave Dr. Disaster, and there are a million sales techniques that the employees working for AAA studios could try to use to sell their games, but the method that studios like Bungie continually go back to is mind-boggling. It's basically this.
You stay the hell away from me, you hear?
Bungie's director for Marathon made a boo-boo the other day in the way he tried to describe his game, and his words have just started making the rounds on the internet. What he said was reminiscent of the disastrous words which became a meme for the release of Battlefield 5. You see, when that game came out, and a bunch of people were put off by the fact that they were trying to portray World War II as being fought by women with cybernetic appendages, we were told, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And then, last year, we got similar messaging when Concord came out. We were told, if you don't like it, don't play it.
Message received.
Thanks for the advice.
Well, this Marathon director gave us something quite similar to that. A lot of people have complained about Marathon not having a campaign mode, which does seem weird considering the roots of the franchise from the 90s, which hardly had multiplayer modes at all. It's unclear if this was in response, if what he said was in response to gamer complaints, or if this was him trying to head off the complaints he knew were coming. But the director of the game put his foot in his mouth, saying, if you aren't interested in PvP, then Marathon is probably not the game for you.
Are you retarded?
Well, never fear, Bungie. You have been mirroring Concord so well ever since you revealed your game a few days ago that it seems a former Concord developer is stepping forward and trying to defend Marathon, saying he hopes they succeed where Concord failed. And while this was nice, I suppose, it's not exactly the vote of confidence that Bungie needed right now. In fact, all this has done is further fuel comparisons of Marathon to Concord. I'm sure the Bungie executives saw this and thought to themselves,
Shut the hell up!
Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video in order to fend off the algorithm monster, share the video with your buddies, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me over on X, where I keep a list of games lousy with woke crap pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle on that platform is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyways, let's take a look at what's being said about Marathon. First, let's look at what the director of the game had to say in this article from Yahoo Tech. It says, Bungie's upcoming sci-fi extraction shooter Marathon isn't aiming to replace Destiny, and, in fact, its director is very open about the fact that Destiny players who are only into PvE experiences might not vibe with the new game at all. In an interview with Games Radar, Marathon game director Joe Ziegler talks about the process of onboarding players from Destiny, noting that there's some differences between the two, with some barriers that the devs can help smooth out. However, I think there's other things that maybe we can't, he adds, just to be 100% honest. A part of me now believes that people like this have got to be saboteurs, purposely ruining their employers' chances at making money. There's no way that people like this can actually be this bad at PR, can they? I mean, for Pete's sake, stop telling gamers what your game can't do and what it won't be like, and start telling us why you think it's awesome. This isn't rocket science. A savvy person would have simply said, yeah, this game plays a lot like Destiny, and they would have left it at that. I'm not trying to blast the dude for being honest. I like honesty, but it's definitely possible to pass the honesty threshold to the point that you have reached utter stupidity. Case in point, the next thing this director says is really stupid. This is Bungie's version of don't like it, don't buy it. It's not quite as bad as the Battlefield 5 debacle, but it wasn't very smart. The article then reads, Ziegler explains, I think part of it is we don't expect Marathon to become Destiny 3. Our goal is not to basically make a new product that replaces Destiny 2. We believe that Destiny 2 has a future, and the team working on it has been working really hard to understand what players' needs are, but if you like Destiny and you happen to like a lot of PvP sandbox experiences, and those are other games that you play, then we think that Marathon could be something very exciting for you. And then here's where he really put his foot in his mouth. That doesn't mean that every Destiny fan is going to adore Marathon and everything it has to offer, though. If you are a Destiny player who's really not interested in any PvP at all, it's probably not the game for you, because there's going to be PvP interactions that occur, the game director warns. At some point, someone else who is a player is going to come across you and shoot you. He later doubles down, I think if you are only looking for PvE experiences, definitely Marathon is not the game for you. We are very comfortable saying, yeah, this isn't a game for everybody. This is a game for if you like PvP experiences, especially in sandbox spaces, then this is probably something you're gonna enjoy. And yeah, people have really rolled their eyes at this one, to the point that actually a bunch of articles have come out trying to run cover for Bungie. As you can see here, they tried to go with the narrative that all this guy meant was that they aren't trying to replace Destiny 2, but the damage has been done. Gamers have been pretty vocal these past few days, ever since Marathon's gameplay was revealed, saying that if Bungie is charging for this game, unlike its contemporaries like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, but if they're charging, then the thing had better come with a campaign. Otherwise, they are making the same mistakes that Concord ran into. Now, if I were Sony, I would definitely put my foot down on this. Concord was a massive blow to Sony last year, an embarrassment and a financial failure of the highest magnitude. Marathon may not get that bad, but following the same monetization model that Concord used, which was universally panned, is wildly asinine. This Concord developer here, standing up for Marathon, would be disconcerting for me if I were an executive at Sony or Bungie. The last thing I'd want is more reason for people to associate these two games in their minds, but I may be giving these people too much credit. Evidence suggests they're unaware just how poisonous the Concord brand is and how bad it is to keep following in that game's footsteps. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your mockery of Bungie and Marathon into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.